Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. I want to show you another full day of Starch Solution low calorie density eating. I've lost 60 pounds in the last few years following this way of eating. I am a volume eater and I want to show you a ton of food, prioritizing my vegetables and how to make them taste delicious. So if you want to learn how to love your veggies, then stick around and keep watching. Today is also a shopping day and a meal plan day for me and Frommy! So I'm going to give you a full grocery haul. We're going to be going to multiple different shops and I'll show you what we kind of have planned in terms of our meal plan. Will you roll it more? So it's already 10 o'clock. I've been very busy in the kitchen already this morning. I filmed a recipe, sorry about Roms. I filmed a recipe over for Instagram, which is, I'll tell you the concept. It is a frozen, no-bake, peanut butter, berry, high-protein cheesecake is kind of what I'm calling it. But I'll show you the after result. It's very tasty and I'll kind of walk you through it a little bit. If I remember, I'll post the full recipe down below for you guys because I'm going to be doing it for Instagram anyway. So anyway, I haven't tried it yet because they're in the freezer. So when we come back from the shopping, I'm very excited to dig into that bad boy. But I have been licking some of the mix. I also woke up at 5:30 this morning, did my workout. I did Heather arms workout and I did 30-minute hit on the trampoline as well, which was amazing. Anyway, I really need to get cracking because I've got loads of stuff to do today and I need to take the kids to the dentist as well. I want to quickly show you the meal plan that Abe helped me do yesterday, and obviously based on that I'm going to do a shopping list and I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to make sure I buy what is only on my list, and that is how I'm able to stay consistent on this lifestyle, not going to the shops and just winging it and just putting all sorts of rubbish into my basket. Anyway, okay, so today is Thursday. I've got a few things I want to make here, but tonight we're having burgers, which I'm very excited about. And for you guys who are new around here, I like to have burgers. I'm not a fan of bread buns, although you can have buns when you're eating this way. You obviously can have bread when you're eating this way if you want to lose weight. However, it is higher calorie density. And also, I'm just not a massive fan of bread. So I'm going to be making some wraps because I love to have my burgers in wraps. And I'm also trying to build some muscle. So I'm really trying to get in some good, protein as well. So I'm thinking mung dal wraps is where it's at because those are my absolute favorites. I might do pink ones again because I've got some leftover beetroot and it's a great way to add in and it just looks fun anyway. So we might do that later. And then tomorrow I'm going to do scrambled tofu. I made it yesterday. It was a scrambled tofu and scrambled chickpea combination and the texture was incredible. And we're going to have some nem-nems, which is like a rice paper wrap kind of thing. Then the next day, so I've made loads of chickpeas. I really wanted like meatball spaghetti kind of vibe, and I thought I could do a really fun chickpea meatball, but I was going to do like chickpea tofu meatballs with spaghetti, so I thought that could be fun. Sunday I think we're going to be out, so I've just done a question mark because I'm not sure what's happening then. Abe really wanted sushi for Monday and I really wanted to do my air fried crispy sushi burritos with a creamy mashed chickpea kind of tuna thing inside, so that's going to be delicious. Then a quick simple quinoa stir fry. And then finally, Indian, some dal, some jeera aloo, which is like a cumin potatoes, and then a lovely cucumber salad. So anyway, that is kind of what I've got planned for the week. So I'm going to do my shopping list real quick and then let's go shopping. Okay, so before I go shopping, I'm actually just going to soak some of these mung dal. So I'm using this washed mung dal here. This just needs to soak for a couple of hours. So there we go. Rommy's in a wild mood and I'm sorry I'm kind of in a rush today. I've got loads of stuff to do and I'm also going out for my aunt's birthday this evening with just me, my mum and my aunt, which will be really, really fun. And I want to make sure I squeeze everything in before then. So, and I've got loads of ideas of things that I want to make and things that I want to show you guys. So let's go. I've got so much good stuff. We are back from the shops, obviously, but I am getting quite hungry now. It's like 12 o'clock, and I'm also very excited to dive in. This is what I was making this morning, and I'm really hoping that it's going to be good. I think it's going to, oh yes! Look at that, guys. So I'll briefly tell you what's in it. So the bottom is banana and oats, and some vanilla, I think vanilla, yeah, that's basically it. And then the top layer is silken tofu, a full pack of silken tofu, a cup of chickpeas, frozen berries, a little bit of PB2 powder. I think that's basically it. And then and a couple of dates as well. And then I just put some frozen raspberries and a little bit of PB2 drizzle on the top. And doesn't that look pretty sexy? Let's have a little try. Okay, it's a bit solid. It needs to warm up slightly, but that is very good. Oh, yum, yum, yum. That is a winner. Is it a bit tricky? It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Yeah? Anyway, I will lay out all this stuff and then we'll show you what we got from the shops because I got loads of goodies. Okay, we're going to start at this end. Romy, I love your dancing, sweetie. Yeah. Show Mummy. Yes! Oh, my wild baby. Okay, let's get into this grocery haul. Okay, so I have got 3 cucumbers, 2 little garlics, got some onion. Romy helped me choose all of this from the farm shop, by the way, and it was very, very cute. I've got some onions. She wanted some shallots, so we also got some of those. Got loads of potatoes. We got some sweet potatoes. I really fancied a butternut squash because it's like kind of autumny, and so I thought a butternut squash will do the trick, and I'll try and figure out something nice and fun to do with that. Potentially like a nice salad or a soup, or I don't know, maybe something more interesting. I saw like I was maybe thinking like some kind of cheesecake or some kind of pie. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, you guys know I made the apple rings the other day and I wanted it with pineapples, so I saw 2 very nice ripe pineapples. I think they're ripe anyway, and so I got 2 because I got excited. I'm going to make pancakes with that. I got some little easy peelers. Romy wanted some blueberries. I got a little cabbage, some celery, some discounted mushrooms there, and in these little bags, in here is some tiny baby cherry tomatoes. Some beautifully ripe looking pears, which I think Romy's gonna absolutely die for. And then in here is just some, oh God. And then here's just some big fat tomatoes. I've got 2 things of organic carrots. I've got 2 punnets of grapes. I've got some raspberries and some strawberries hiding there. Romy saw, are you slicing your apple? Yeah. Good idea. Why don't you get a plate? And then you can do a really good slice. Romy saw these sweet corns and she was so excited, so we bought 2 packets. I also got some broccoli, a little mango, because this was the only one that was actually ripe. We're going to go to the Indian shop at some point later to get proper mangoes. This is just an intermediate mango. Some sugar snap peas, because those are fantastic for general snacking when I'm on the go. I've got 2 romaine lettuce hearts. I thought I could maybe have that with the burgers tonight and just a nice big salad. Courgettes, because you guys know I'm obsessed with courgette soup. I also picked up an aubergine because I thought I could roast that up and chuck that in the meatball pasta thing that we're having later this week. I got some discounted potatoes because I really wanted to try, yes, and I really wanted to try air fried smashed potatoes with like a lovely kind of creamy tofu-y dip maybe, so that could be quite fun. I need some more corn flour. Here I've got some kale, I've got a big bag of spinach, and I've got some parsley and some coriander. I risked it and I bought a watermelon because I was just so excited. And you know, it may be absolute rubbish, but I thought it was worth a try. Then there was loads of tofu on offer. There was 4 for £10, so I bought 4 of them. I'm really enjoying the tofu at the moment. Might have a nice scramble tofu later. I got everyone some more Greek-style Alpro yogurt, some whole wheat spaghetti. I've got some Brazil nuts for everybody, and this is James's, some coffee and some bread as well. We haven't even gotten into the frozen section, guys. This frozen section is ridiculous, and I hope I can actually put it in the freezer. So I've got for fruit, I've got mango chunks, 2 mango chunks. I've got a summer fruit, dark cherries, 2 blueberries. I've got some pineapple and 2 raspberries. I've also got some frozen garlic. And what's that one, Romy? Green beans, you're right. Clever girl, Roms. So we actually got 3 things of green beans. 1 I'm cooking up. And that's your green beans. Good girl. And what's this one, Roms? So yes, I bought 3 green beans, but I've got 1 roasting up right now. I've got 3 cauliflowers, and you've got a pineapple. Good job. I've got 3 bags of frozen cauliflower. They're not all going to fit in the freezer, but I wanted to use one of them today and do my kind of chickpea flour situation because that was so delicious. And then I've got 2 bags of frozen mushrooms for the burgers. So anyway, that is everything. I also bought some soy milk and some coconut milk as well. And of course, not to forget my gigantic mountain of bananas. So everything came to about £140, which is not too bad considering the amount of stuff that I actually got. Obviously, when you eat this way, food shops might be slightly more expensive depending on what you're buying for. But remember, I'm not eating out, I'm not drinking, I'm not, buying loads of coffees and stuff. So really kind of evens out. And I feel like, on the whole, I'm definitely spending a lot less than I used to before I switched to this way of eating anyway. But anyway, that is everything that we've got going on. So yeah, I'm quite hungry. I have got my green beans in here cooking with some frozen garlic and some soy sauce. I'm actually so excited about that. And then I think I might just have them with some of these babies. Look how pretty these look. They are just so beautiful. But I need to let them warm up a little bit. So I might have a few of those with my green beans for breakfast. Oh, but first we're going to crack open that watermelon and see what that is doing. I was trying to make some food, but Romy really wanted to feed, so I'm just sat here feeding Roms for a little bit. And in the meantime, I've also got myself some of yesterday's leftover soup. Just here, and I'm sipping on it like a nice warm beverage. It's a lovely preload for before breakfast. So I've just cracked open this watermelon and it is a good one, which is always exciting, especially this time of year. So I am going to dive into this head first. Oh yeah, it's such a lovely way to start the day. So hydrating, full of goodness, and just obviously super low calorie density. So it gives you so much bulk to keep you full and satisfied. And it's done delicious. Okay, so I know this seems a bit ridiculous, but this is breakfast this morning. I've got watermelon, grapes, and a full mango, and I put all my blueberries inside the watermelon because it's actually really yummy together. Anyway, lovely way to start the day. I'm probably not going to eat all of this, but I'll let you know how much I actually get into. But I'm eating this because, not because I have to, but because I'm so excited to have loads of fresh fruit again after like the last few days of having more kind of like frozen fruit. So, if you guys have not tried the combination of Romy, there you go, of watermelon and blueberry, you've got to. Romy and I are going absolutely crazy, so I'm just giving her a little bit of watermelon, squeezing the blueberry so she doesn't choke and die. Here, Rams. Oh, what do you think? Was it really good? Wow. That is so yum. In all honesty, I've already eaten a couple of cheesecakes actually, whilst I was putting this together because I was just getting so hungry, and really I shouldn't have waited so long to actually eat some food because I've been hungry for the last little hour or so. Yeah, I shouldn't have waited so long to eat food actually because I was getting really hungry, but the situation was not right. Romy was so squeaky, and I had to film everything and put everything away before everything like defrosted on me, and there just wasn't really the time. So I need to be more prepared next time and maybe have breakfast before I go shopping. But it's really tricky because I'm not super hungry before I go shopping. So it's a really tricky one. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have times of your week or just times in general where it just doesn't quite click. It doesn't quite work and you don't know what to do about it. Anyway, that's one of my things. But maybe I could have fruity snacks on the way to Morrison's or on the way back. Mango. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to chat to you guys about is, oh my gosh, blueberry. Get that blueberry back in there, you cheese muffin. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to chat to you guys about is protein intake when you're trying to build muscle. It's not something I have any knowledge about. It's a new territory for me. I've only ever been, obviously, my goal so far has only ever been weight loss, apart from the last few months. But now that it's switched to building muscle, I need to try and figure out where protein fits into all of that. Because, I mean, obviously, I know when you eat a whole food plant-based diet, you don't have to focus on protein in order to get enough protein. You're never going to be protein deficient. So that is fantastic. But when you're looking to build muscle... Oh, sorry, baby girl. You wanted some warm air? Blueberry. Do you want to put your blueberry on your warm air? There you go. And then ready. Oh, dear me. Cheeky little blueberry. Oh my gosh, that was quite a big one actually. Have a bite. Oh no, silly mama. I'll tell you what, I'll put that there and I'll put the blueberry on top and you can eat that bit, you know? But yeah, trying to build muscle and eating whole food plant-based, obviously I know you can do it, but I obviously don't want to have like necessarily like protein powders and stuff, but I need to think about how conscious I need to be about my protein intake in general, like loads of beans and tofu and stuff like that. I mean, I do include a heck of a lot of beans anyway, so I'm probably getting just enough. But if you guys have any information about protein whilst trying to build muscle, I mean, obviously I know everyone loves to talk about protein and there's a whole protein powder industry, but I really want to do this in the most natural way possible. But I really do want to see, I really do want to focus on building some muscle, so I need to kind of figure out where I lie with that one. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Sorry, this is my only time that I've actually had to sit down today, and so therefore everything's just like coming out. I also wanted to say that I'm going to be doing a potato reset from the 1st of October, which I am so excited about. And I'm also going to be doing it with Potato Wisdom, who is obviously like the queen of the potato reset. And I'm really excited to be doing this potato reset with her. So yeah, if you guys want to jump in and join me, I think I might have mentioned it a while ago, but jump in and join me on a potato reset. There are so many benefits of the potato reset. Not only are they, what are you doing? Not only are they the most satisfying food on the entire planet, but potatoes are obviously super low calorie density. They're an incredible wet starch. It's basically the best starch for weight loss, I would say. Yeah, a potato reset can really either kickstart your weight loss journey. I mean, you can do it whenever really, but it's great for also breaking a plateau. And also if you fall out of the habit of eating a lot of potatoes and you want to get back into the habit of eating potatoes, it's a full week dedicated to potatoes. So you can like really, obviously, you know, we are products of our environment. So if our environment starts to include loads more potatoes, then that's something we're probably going to continue on with. Potatoes are also so darn versatile. You can do so much with a potato. There's regulars, sweets, so much variety within the potato world. Mwah. I'm going to be loosely following my own potato reset meal plan. Feel free to check that out. I've linked it down below. Oh, you can't have a blueberry by yourself. It's got to be squeezed. There you go. But yeah, let me know down below if you're going to be joining me. It's going to be very soon, and I'm excited. So I really did not intend to eat this entire thing. I really thought this was going to last me like the whole day worth of nibbling. But it is just amazing when you've got stuff sitting in front of you, you will eat it. So, you know, instead of having a goal, let's say, of saying to yourself, I'm going to eat this much fruit, or I'm going to eat, you know, a pound of vegetables or something. Don't let that be your goal. Have your goal instead be, I'm going to make a pound of vegetables, or I'm going to put out a big fruity platter. You don't even have to say you're going to eat it, but the chances are, if it's sitting there right next to you, you will probably eat it. Yeah, so just try and switch up your goals to like actual practical things that you can do. You can't force yourself to eat fruit, but you can easily put out a big fruity platter. Anyway, that was so delicious, so tasty. I am really nicely satisfied. Oh, I've got you on a small tripod at the moment. Lift you up there. I'm really nicely satisfied, not overly stuffed in any way, but fruit really does that to you. It makes you full, but not like super stuffed. Like I feel like I'm light enough that I could do some rebounding or go for a run, but I definitely couldn't eat any more food. That is like the perfect amount of fullness. Anyway, I'm also really glad because I've now got all my green beans prepped up for whenever I am next hungry, which is fantastic. And I've decided I'm going to be doing tofu chickpea scramble like I did yesterday, which was incredible, on some potato toast with some tomatoes and my green beans. And I think that is going to be amazing. But yeah, anyway, that's my plan. I'm going to chill with Romy for a bit, and then we're going to go and pick up Abe, and I'm going to take the kids to the dentist. Back at home, back from the dentist, and I am quite hungry. It's like 3:30, so I've sliced up some potatoes like this, and I'm just going to whack them. Just going to whack them in the air fryer and turn them into potato toasts with a little bit of nutritional yeast and some garlic salt. I'm going to stick these on for about 15-20 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I do my tofu and chickpea scramble. So I'm just using this tofu, and I'm going to use about maybe like a third of a block or something. Okay, yeah, so I'm using like a third of a block.
Yeah, burgers.
Burgers, okay, cool. Crumbling this into my pan. Oh, that's very therapeutic actually. And because tofu is quite an expense these days, I wanted to bulk it out yesterday, and so I added some mashed chickpeas and it was genius. I'm going in with a cup of chickpeas. So I'm going to mash these babies up. Okay, so once that's kind of roughly mashed, I'm just going to add that in there with the tofu. Okay, so I'm going in with some black salt for that kind of eggy-ish flavour, like half a teaspoon. A little splash of turmeric. A piece of frozen garlic and some nutritional yeast. There we go. I'm also actually going to add some more veggies and I'm going to go with some mushrooms. Okay, all these mushrooms going in. It's going to wilt down quite a lot. Okay, now let's cook this up. So I'm in the process of making these burgers. So I've got 2 onions, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 cups of oats, loads and loads of parsley, and then a bunch of spices. I've got nooch, I've got miso, I've got mixed herbs, I have got some cumin. I've got cumin and a little bit of turmeric in there as well. Yes, I know, sausage. So then I've got these 2 bags of frozen mushrooms. I'm just going to cook these up with a little bit of soy sauce in the pan real quick. And these provide a lovely like meatiness and also extra low calorie density goodness. Okay, so this is my lunch. I've got my green beans, I've got my potato toast with my scramble on the top, and I put some tomatoes for extra freshness. Now this scramble doesn't look great because of all the mushrooms, but it tastes out of this world, like so good. Anyway, a great balanced meal. I'm going to start with the veggies, move on to my other stuff. Fantastic. It is a crazy household this evening, and so I'm sorry I haven't shown you the full burger process. It's hard with babies. But I added all of those mushrooms, I squeezed out all the water, and I also added in loads of chickpeas, and it was probably about 3 or 4 cups of chickpeas. Now we've got this mix, and now I'm going to turn it into little burgers. Okay, now it's time to make these wraps. I've drained and rinsed these mung beans. Abe has kindly peeled, is in the process of kindly peeling a garlic for me that we're going to whack in. Instead of water, I've got this lovely soy sauce, mushroom, garlicky kind of broth, and I thought I would use this to enhance the flavour. So I'm just going to whack a little bit of this in here as well. There we go. And Abe, yeah, you can do that. And 1 garlic in. Thank you, sweet pea. And a little bit of garlic salt. Yes, babes. Yeah. Okay, so I got a little bit excited. So I've done my regular mix, but then I've also found that beetroot that I was going to add earlier, and I've made some pink mix, and I'm going to see if I can do like a swirly kind of vibe to create a really funky pattern. It may not work, but I thought that could be just a little fun, and why not? Uses up the beetroot. Abe does not want beetroot, otherwise I would have done it all pink. But anyway, let's see how it goes. So it wasn't as pretty as I thought, but it's still pretty cute. And I'm actually going to have a little taste because I want to see what it's like. Oh, that mushroom stuff is very flavourful in here actually. Highly recommend. Okay, so I'm just in the process of sorting my wraps out. Okay, this is one of the pink wraps. Look how beautiful that colour is. I really feel like that's such a special kind of combination. Anyway, let's put my dinner together because I need to leave really soon. So I've got 1 of each wrap, and what I'm going to do is I've just whipped up a really quick, sorry I'm not really doing much filming of the actual recipes today, it's a little crazy. I've just whipped up some tzatziki, which is, I've showed it in a previous video, it's like cumin, coriander powder, garam masala, chaat masala, black salt, and like 1/3 of a cucumber, just grated up, mixed in with some yogurt and some lemon juice and some salt. That's basically it. So I'm just going to do a little layer on here. Then I've just chopped up a bunch of veggies. So I've got some salad leafies I'm going to throw in there. I've got some tomato as well. This is where I kind of really beef out this wrap burger situation with all of my lovely non-starchies. Obviously the wraps and the burgers themselves are full of starchy goodness. I've got loads, and I've actually got a ton of legumes going on here. Obviously the wraps are lentily beany, and so are the burgers. So that is going to keep me nice and satisfied while I am out. Okay, so these are the little burgers that we whipped up, and I'm just going to kind of cut them in half, and I'm just going to shove a couple of burgers into couple of halves into each wrap, just like that. And then I'm going to finish it. Baby, there's loads of burgers there, and there's loads in the oven, so don't worry. Then I'm going to finish it off, a strange combination, but I've got some pickles, because I really love pickles in my burger. Okay, and there we go. Dinner is served. Super quick and simple. Obviously, I know it was a bit more time consuming making the burgers and the wraps today, but I'm now going to have loads of extra burger for tomorrow, which I can use to whip together something really quickly. Hello, little Romlet. I was not able to eat my lunch peacefully. It was absolutely crazy, and the importance of sitting down to eat some food with a little bit of peace is so helpful when you're trying to honour your hunger fullness cues and just eat like a sane human. So I'm trying my best to sit down and quickly eat this before my kids pounce on me. So if you have the opportunity to do the same, I know it's hard as a mum or as a person in general when life is mental, but it can be so important to try and get that little bit of peace when you're eating your food. So much flavour and so much volume as well. So good. I was thinking about something earlier today, but I couldn't really chat about it. I find it hard to stop and chat about things when I've got Romy all day now because she's just so chatty. It's hard to chat to you guys. It's hard for me to think about things, get my thoughts straight. But I was thinking about when you're on your weight loss journey or on your health and fitness journey or whatever it happens to be, you really have to try and embody the habits of the person that you want to be. So let's say if you want to be 60 pounds lighter, and you know that means you need to eat a lot of vegetables and eat a lot of fruit and do certain things. And maybe do a bit of working out and stuff. You have to try and embody that now. So for me, for example, I know that I'm wanting to build some muscle. So it's really kind of hard to motivate yourself every single day, but you have to almost fake it till you make it. You have to pretend that you're already there. What would you in 2 years' time, once you've reached those goals, what would you be having to do every single day? And you've got to start doing that now to see those results in 2 years' time. So I'm really trying to see the working out and the building muscle kind of process, not as something that I will do for 6 months in order to build some muscle, because if I stop doing it then, just like if you stop eating healthy once you've lost your weight, you're just going to go back to the way you were before. So this really ends up being a full lifestyle that you have to build for yourself. And you have to really try and think about what are the habits that you're going to need to do to sustain this for the rest of your life. And then you really need to work on putting those into action. And it's about obviously how you do that and how you make that doable on a day-to-day basis, which can be the tricky bit. Just something I was thinking about earlier whilst I was doing my workouts, because sometimes I think, oh God, I'm really tired to get up and 5:30 in the morning. I'm I don't really feel like it sometimes. But if that's what I'm wanting, then that's what I have to do the majority of the days. And so I just need to not even think about it as an option and just have it on autopilot. Just have it as something I have to do, like waking up and brushing your teeth. I always wake up and brush my teeth, obviously, most people do. But you have to see those other little habits that you're trying to build as just as important as waking up and brushing your teeth. It's just something you do no matter what else is happening, unless you've lost your legs or unless something terrible's happened. Fair enough, obviously. But on a regular day-to-day basis, you just have to wake up and you just got to do those things anyway. And there are ways of making them fun. I actually do really love bouncing on my rebounder. I now love eating vegetables and having fun in the kitchen. So, it's not hard forever, but that beginning bit can be tough. Anyway, I know I haven't shared a lot of the recipe stuff today, like I have been trying to do. Today's not been a day where I've been able to do that. It's been crazy, and my kids have been running around naked for a lot of the time, and I can't get their butts in the shot. So I'm sorry about that. I try my best. Yeah, anyway, after this, I'm going to head out and I'm going to go to a play, and then I probably won't eat anything. I'll obviously let you know if I do, but I probably won't, because this is, I don't even know whether I'll be able to get through all of this. I think one wrap's probably going to be enough, actually. I'm still feeling quite full after lunch. But yeah, this should do me fine. And then I'll be done with the day. So I will see you guys for another day tomorrow.